She was about to marry Benny on Saturday. He posted this weird image fans think Justin did to troll the wedding.
It was supposed to be a normal Sunday brunch in Beverly Hills. Cameras flashing, fans cheering, the usual chaos. But one question changed everything. Justin, did you see Selena's wedding photos? In that split second, Justin Bieber's smile disappeared, and the internet witnessed the crack beneath his calm. The footage spread like wildfire. TMZ caught it first, Justin turning sharply, eyes flashing, voice trembling as he told a photographer to show some respect. Hailey stood beside him, silent, frozen in the chaos. That 30-second clip turned into the headline of the week. Justin Bieber snaps after Selena Gomez question. At first glance, it looked like a celebrity having a bad day. But to anyone who's followed the tangled love story between Justin, Hailey, and Selena, it was much more than that. It was a spark that reignited a decade-long emotional storm, a moment where past and present collided under 1,000 flashing bulbs. Eyewitnesses say the tension had been building long before that brunch. Days earlier, photos of Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's wedding had begun circulating online. It was real. The pop icon had officially tied the knot in a quiet Santa Barbara ceremony. The internet exploded with nostalgia, heartbreak, and comparisons that no one asked for, but everyone expected. Fans immediately began tagging Justin and Hailey in posts. Old clips of Jelena, Justin, and Selena's teenage romance flooded TikTok feeds. Side-by-side photos, quotes from songs, even interview clips resurfaced. And somewhere in the noise, Justin posted a short video of himself shooting hoops at a private gym, soundtracked by his own song, I Do. The lyrics spoke of forever love, promises, and devotion. It was supposed to be harmless, but fans connected it straight back to Selena's wedding day. The timing was too sharp, too poetic, too impossible to ignore. Hailey reportedly tried to shrug it off, but the internet didn't. Comment sections filled with messages like, "You lost the love of your life," and "She's happy now, let her go." Within hours, Justin deleted the post, but screenshots and edits had already gone viral. For fans, it wasn't just a coincidence. It was an emotional confession disguised as a clip. By the time the TMZ question was shouted outside that Beverly Hills cafe, the online pressure had reached boiling point. Justin wasn't just reacting to a paparazzi provocation. He was reacting to everything. The headlines, the constant comparisons, the whispers that he'd never truly moved on. According to people close to the couple, the outburst didn't end on the sidewalk. When they got home, things reportedly escalated. A source told Entertainment Radar, Hailey was upset. She understands Justin's emotions, but she's tired of living in the shadow of someone who isn't even in their lives anymore. That question hit a nerve for both of them. Neighbors later claimed they heard raised voices that afternoon. No one knows exactly what was said, but a single phrase allegedly caught on a recording. "I'm tired of pretending it doesn't still hurt." Whether it was real or exaggerated by gossip blogs, the words spread online like wildfire, turning a moment of anger into a symbol of everything broken beneath their marriage's surface. The next day, Justin was spotted leaving their Beverly Hills home alone, hoodie pulled tight, coffee in hand, and notably, no wedding ring. That detail was enough to send social media spiraling. "Trouble in paradise," one tabloid wrote. "Justin's haunted by the past," another added. By nightfall, Hailey posted a cryptic Instagram story, a plain black screen with 3 words, "Choose peace daily." No caption, no context, just silence. Within hours, the internet exploded again. Commenters interpreted it as a message to Justin, a signal that she was exhausted by the endless comparisons and emotional flashbacks. Some praised her maturity. Others accused her of playing the victim. Hashtags like #Team Hailey, #Team Justin, and of course, #Team Selena trended side by side. It was a social media war, and neither Justin nor Hailey said a word to stop it. Meanwhile, Selena stayed quiet. She didn't comment, didn't post, didn't feed the fire. Sources close to her told People magazine that she was aware of the incident, but wasn't interested in reopening old wounds. "Selena's in a peaceful place," one insider said. "She's moved on. She wants no part in this drama." Still, her silence became its own kind of statement. Fans interpreted it as grace, control, the kind of quiet strength that made people fall in love with her in the first place. Behind the scenes, Justin's team reportedly went into damage control mode. His publicist released a short statement about privacy and mental well-being, asking for compassion. But by then, the story had already taken on a life of its own. Every frame of that TMZ clip was analyzed in slow motion. Every twitch, every look, every pause dissected by fans and body language experts online. One viral TikTok video compared Hailey's reaction to footage from past interviews, claiming it showed years of bottled frustration. Another stitched together Justin's older performances, pointing out how often he got emotional when singing Ghost, the song many believe was secretly about Selena. The internet wasn't just gossiping anymore, it was diagnosing their marriage in real time. The truth is, Justin and Selena's story was never ordinary. They fell in love as teenagers, under the brightest spotlight in the world. Every breakup, every reunion, every tear was public property. Their love was raw, complicated, and messy, the kind that burns too hot to last. When it ended for good, both of them carried the scars. Selena turned her heartbreak into art. Lose You to Love Me became a global anthem of healing. Justin tried to do the same. His songs shifted from defiance to apology to reflection. When he married Hailey, it looked like redemption. For a while, it even felt like it. But love built on unfinished grief doesn't heal overnight. And every time Selena's name surfaced online, those old wounds reopened. Not because Justin still wanted her, but because part of him never forgave himself for how it all ended. Hailey, meanwhile, has spent years fighting a battle she never asked for. Every time she posts, her comments fill with comparisons. Every time she smiles in public, someone brings up Selena. She's been accused of copying, competing, even existing in Selena's shadow. And through it all, she's stayed composed, until now. The TMZ incident was the first time fans saw real cracks. No filters, no public statements, no PR spin. Just two people, exhausted, overwhelmed, and caught in a moment they couldn't control. That's what made it viral. It wasn't the shouting or the tension. It was the vulnerability, the glimpse of what fame does when it never lets you outgrow your own past. As the days passed, more reports surfaced. One insider claimed Hailey had temporarily moved in with a close friend for space and clarity. Another source said Justin had returned to the studio, channeling everything into new music. He's writing again, they said. You can feel the pain in the lyrics. It's about regret, love, and finding peace. Music has always been Justin's therapy. When he can't talk, he sings. And according to those close to him, these new songs might be his most emotional yet. Not just about Selena or Hailey, but about himself, the boy who grew up too fast, loved too hard, and never learned how to let go. Fans, of course, have already turned it into a narrative. Some say he's still in love with Selena. Others insist he's simply processing old wounds. But behind the theories and hashtags is a deeper truth. Justin's not a villain or a victim. He's a man who spent half his life trying to find balance between love, guilt, and fame. And Hailey? She's the one who's had to live with the echo. Every headline, every comparison, every ghost that won't fade. When she said choose peace daily, maybe it wasn't directed at Justin. Maybe it was a reminder to herself. By the end of the week, paparazzi spotted them again, this time leaving church side by side, holding hands. No smiles, no words, just quiet solidarity. To outsiders, it looked like reconciliation. To those who know their story, it looked like survival. Because at its core, that's what this is. Not a celebrity scandal, but two people trying to survive the weight of public love. When the world's been watching your relationship since you were a teenager, there's no such thing as privacy. Every mistake becomes a meme. Every emotion becomes a headline. And sometimes, the only way to protect yourself is to break, even if it happens in front of 1,000 cameras. Justin didn't snap that day because of one question. He snapped because he's still living with a past the world won't let him forget. It wasn't anger, it was pain. Hailey feels it too, loving someone who's still haunted by old memories. That moment in Beverly Hills wasn't really about Selena. It was Justin asking everyone to finally let him move on. Some stories never fade, they just echo through time. Selena seems at peace, Hailey's standing strong, and Justin's still trying to find his own peace. If you felt this story, like and subscribe to our channel for more updated content.